Problem? The dishwasher won't start. None of these lights will light up. The first thing you want to double check is to make sure that this latch is completely latched. If it's open, nothing's going to start as it is. So before you start, you want to ensure that there's no power to the dishwasher. So either unplug it from the outlet or turn off the breaker that goes to the dishwasher so that there's no power going to it. Next, you're going to want to remove these 11 screws that are in here using a Torx bit, a T20, and just take all of them out. Now this just lifts up. Since the door is on a spring, I found it helpful to put some weight on this to hold it down. You'll start by removing these two cords. One, and this just squeezes and pulls off. As I mentioned before, you want to ensure that the door latch is fully closed, otherwise nothing will work. This is the most common part that goes wrong with it, where this malfunctions. It's not feeding signal to the control board to tell it that the door is closed, and therefore nothing will work. So to check the door latch, just pull this up, and you'll want to remove these two. You have to pull pretty hard because they're on there pretty good. Okay, now we can test this. So to test this, you want to do a continuity check. So you can use a regular voltage meter, and you'll want to use the continuity setting that's usually in the resistance area. So since the door is not currently latched, there should not be any continuity, which means the circuit's closed. And we're not hearing anything. So now what you need to do is close the door latch. In order to do that, you can just put a little screwdriver through here to help push this shut. Okay, so now that it's closed, it should close the circuit, and we should hear that there's continuity between the two. Alright, on both sides. So there is continuity. That means the circuits are working properly, and you don't need to replace these two. So once you confirm that the door latch is working properly, it could be one of two things. It's either the control board or the entire face, which is the control panel. The control board is less likely to be the culprit. However, right here is where it's located. And in order to replace the control panel, you actually need to remove this ribbon right here. This is the ribbon that goes to the control panel that gives it the inputs. And so what you do, this little white thing, push this backwards, and then this just pulls right out. After you remove that, you can remove these two bolts. And I'm just using a 1/4 inch drive. This comes out. And this is the control panel that you'll need to remove. So now that you've removed this control board box, get that out of the way. And there's 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4 that are connecting it. So you want to remove those. And just pulls right off like that. And this is what you're going to want to replace. This is the control panel. So now that we got the old one out, we can put this new one in. And it goes up just the same as the way it went out. These little clips just go right into here. There you go. So now that you have the control panel in, let's lay this insulation back down put this ribbon underneath the control board, and you just put the 2 bolts right in here. Now you got to remember to put the ribbon from the control panel back on the control board. Slide it right into here until it's all the way in, and push this down. Nice and snug. And then you'll put the panel right back on, just like that. 1 screw. There you go. You also remember to attach the door latch. You'll have the white on the left side. Just plug it in like this. And the black will be on the right side. Just like that. You'll set it right into there. So now we'll attach the rest of the door. This goes right into up here. And this other clip, just clip right into here. There you go. Final thing to do is to put the rest of the screws back in place. Problem solved.